The New Standard by Josh Bridges.
I think you could see some big dogs move this really quick. I think you'd see sub 15. Dallin, Hopper, or Sprague, or maybe I'll send it to him and egg them on. Challenge them. Oh gosh, I'd love to see what Tia did on this. I will send it to her.
Here we go. Well, here we are. The Open's over. Back to our normal scheduled workouts. Today we're going to do an awesome workout that to be honest, I was just in the gym one night and I was kind of thinking about a workout I wanted to do and kind of put a bunch of 3 different movements together that I really liked. And I was like, what's the rep range? And just kind of played with it and then figured out, and I just really liked it. Want to call it the New Standard. You know, I think there's a couple of workouts that are called the Standard out there, if not, or at least one that I know of. And so it kind of has a Linda feel, which is like 3 bars of death feel. But instead of 3 bars of death, you know, we're going to do a dumbbell snatch, a sandbag clean, and a back squat. Just 3 of my favorite movements that I like. And when you don't have a cardio or conditioning piece in there somewhere, it just makes things even that much harder. And so that's why I love this workout. So yeah, it's 5 rounds, 14 dumbbell snatches, alternating arms, so 7 each arm at an 80-pound dumbbell, 10 sandbag cleans at 150, and then my favorite part, the 10 back squats at 315. So, you know, female weights would be, I'm guessing with an 80-pound dumbbell would be, is that a 50-pound dumbbell? Probably. I think it's a 50-pound dumbbell for women, a 100-pound sandbag, and I think 315 normally goes to like 225, probably, if I had to guess. I don't know those exact. We'll figure them out. We'll do the normal CrossFit conversion for weights, but I'm pretty sure it would be 50-pound dumbbell, 100-pound sandbag, and 225. So really fun workout, nasty. When I did, it was, you know, obviously a lot about moving the bar, the back squat, how fast you can kind of walk over to it, get your reps knocked out, and then get back on. The dumbbell snatches, obviously, well, not obviously, but probably one of the more of like an active rest, but it's not active rest. And the sandbag actually hurts more than you think it's going to hurt. So 10 reps at that weight is just, and you want to go fast. So yeah, I want to say the last time I was a little over the goal. The goal was like 15. The goal for me would be 15 minutes in my head. I think that would be a good time, right? 3 minutes per round, which is actually moving pretty fast. But I think it's doable. And so, yeah, we're going to give it a shot. You guys get to watch. And then you get to go do it. So, and obviously everything about this workout is scalable, you know, until you can get to prescribed weights. So really fun workout. We'll warm up and then we'll get after it.
So if someone is picking weights, how many sets should the back squats be in, for example?
For me, I'm going to do them unbroken. That weight is still a low enough number to hit unbroken for me, and that's the goal. So I'm going to take a second to get to it, though. I'm not going to like run over and grab it. I don't know if that's the smartest way to go about it. It could be like a 6-4 could be a good rep scheme if you are trying to, you know, pick numbers in your head where I would break. You just don't want to break too long. And so, yeah, if you're trying to go prescribed, then 315 is a stout number for 10 or 225. I would definitely probably go like either 5-5 or 6-4. I always like going one more than the halfway mark at least, so you know the backside is a little bit quicker. Or even like a 4-3-3, you know, short breaks to relieve tension. you might be able to move a little quicker. I don't know, maybe I'll play with it today. Maybe I won't go unbroken and try to see if actually like racking it and getting short reps with small breaks is better. A lot of times it can be. You know, the unbroken mindset is something I've just always had since I started doing CrossFit, but it's not always the best. But I do just, for some reason, you know, just as long as I can keep moving up and down and get through that, it helps me mentally. I always did better when I could stay unbroken longer. But there were definitely times where like relieving the tension that you're under for that amount of time can help. Like even the open workout, you know, the deadlifts, I did not think that doing 25 deadlifts at 225 was going to be an issue. And it actually felt a lot better to drop the bar. I think I dropped it twice or 3 times to relieve that tension. So yeah, you know, the unbroken mindset is a good mindset, but it's not always the right one. Those 3 movements are pretty, I can actually get warmed up for them pretty quick, right? The dumbbell snatch isn't too bad. The sandbag cleans are actually pretty, I don't need a ton of warm up for it. And obviously just getting the back squat warmed up was really the only thing. So yeah, I just think it's a fun workout.
What are the other standard workouts? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't know them off the top. Well, the rowing one is one, that's rows, and that's 24 hours of max distance on a rower by Rogue. And then I think, isn't the CrossFit one is the 30 snatches, 30 clean and jerks, 30 muscle ups. I think that's it. We'll double check. Yeah, 30 clean and jerks, 135, 30 muscle ups, 30 snatches, 135. So that is the standard from CrossFit. That was actually, it was a games workout. I can't remember what year. It might have been 2019. Oh yeah, 2019 CrossFit Games individual workout, number 12, the standard. The new standard by Josh Bridges. 5 rounds, 14 alternating dumbbell snatches, 80-pound dumbbell, so 7 each arm. 10 sandbag cleans, 150, 10 back squats, 315. So that is the new standard. I don't think 15 minutes is like super. I'll have to move. I'll have to move really fast. So we'll see. That would be a really tough time. I think actually in my head, 20 minutes, sub 20 is a pretty solid pace to even a 4, because that's 4-minute rounds. So I think as long as I can continue to grab the bar and unrack it and then go right over the dumbbell snatch. I remember the dumbbell snatches are not that, they're definitely not the hard part of the workout. Sandbag cleans are a little bit harder than I thought. That's all. That's how I remembered the workout. So we'll see. It'll be fun. Let's get some blood flowing. Why I think I called it the standard when right when I was kind of like, oh yeah, this is a cool workout. I like this workout. Like this is a great benchmark workout to come back to and retest yourself throughout the year to kind of just gauge where your fitness level is at. Because being able to move 315 for 50 reps is a lot, and picking up that sandbag, 10 quick reps for 50 reps. And just kind of being able to keep moving, because there's no place where it's like a body weight movement, right? Like everything is actually like a strength movement, almost like a strongman-esque standard kind of thing. So I just like these styles of workouts because most of the time, when I'm doing a workout, it's like, oh, I'm going to do a row and a dumbbell snatch, or a bike and a sandbag clean, or having a conditioning, a monostructural body weight movement into a weighted movement. So having 3 weighted movements, that's just a pain cave. It's a good recipe for getting after it. Almost there. This might be my turf. We got turf.
You're so excited to have some turf in here?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. That's gonna be so cool. Being able to do like sled work across and sprints, and then hit my kids' ground balls, and yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I'm excited. It's like a gym in here. We'll go a little heavy just to make the 315 feel light. Just for funsies. It's gonna be good. It's definitely the all of it hurts. So one more upswing on the back squat, just again to make this feel really, really light.
Do you remember what your time was last time you did the new standard?
I should. I think I was just over 20. I wasn't moving that fast. I think I might have been like 21. So yeah, I would like to beat that time for sure. And I think I can get down. 15 is a little aggressive. I think that's a little too aggressive thinking about it now. 14 dumbbell snatches at 80. I'd have to go touch and go on the dumbbell to even think about touching 15 minutes. And I don't know if I have that in me anymore. 20 rounds. That's bald eagle. That's right, America. Bald eagle, baby. Probably the guy who's on my arm. All right. 315 should feel real good now. This is a workout you don't want to start off too hot, right? Like 5 rounds is a lot of rounds for this workout. So don't come out too crazy. Come out paced, back off a touch, and you want to finish a little strong, right? So like I might try to go touch and go on my last 2 sets on the dumbbell. But yeah, like don't come out screaming, because then you'll just die. And that's not where you want to be on this workout. So, but here we go. Here we go.
got 20 seconds. Nice. Nice. Yeah,
Oh my God.
you did it.
Fucking gross. That hurt. Well, there we go. The new standard. That is a really fun workout and a really good test. Woo. You're back. Better be ready for it, baby. Yeah, that is grimy. You know, I came out, tried to back off a little bit. It's hard sometimes too. Finished the first round at like 247 or something like that. I was like, okay, so 15's possible. I think the second round I was at 640 total time. Yeah, slowly fell off that 3-minute pace, but stayed under the 4-minute pace, which is awesome. Really pumped about that because that definitely was I'm pretty sure I was 21-ish the first time. So yeah, that was really fun. That was a good time. I don't even know what the hardest part is. I think it's all the hardest part. The whole workout. I think the length of the workout is hard. The rounds, staying inside the movement and not looking ahead is the key to this workout. Not thinking about what's next, not thinking about how many rounds you have left. Staying in the moment of the snatch, at the time of the snatch, inside the clean, when you're in the clean, and coming over and moving the squat. The squat actually was one of my favorite parts of the workout. It was definitely the part I was like, I don't mind this part. The snatches wasn't too bad. The sandbag clean, for some reason, felt the hardest today. But yeah, it's a fun workout. I like it a lot. I think the numbers are good. Yeah, I think the numbers are really good for the workout. I think you could see some big dogs move this really quick. I think you'd see sub 15. Maybe like a Dallin, Hopper, or Sprague, or any of those guys. Adler. That'd be really cool to see some of those guys maybe throw down this workout. Maybe I'll send it to them and egg them on. Challenge them. Or even some females too. Tia. Oh gosh, I'd love to see what Tia did on this. I will send it to her. But I don't care if you're doing high rocks training. The new standard's out. Tia. So yeah, that was really fun. You know, I did this about a week ago, so coming back and doing it a week later is always cool. Sometimes getting after a second work, like, you know, something you normally wouldn't do, right? No, normally you wouldn't come back to a workout this quick, but that's actually really fun. I used to do this often in training where me and Mason or Dom would be like, let's shock the body. Let's just repeat yesterday. And, you know, a lot of times it was a joke, but sometimes we did. And yeah, it's crazy what you can do when you really test the limits of the human body. I mean, think about guys who like the Iron Cowboy, you know, who did 100 Ironman races in 100 days. It's like, oh, I can't do this workout twice a week, please. Like, this is awesome. So that was fun. Definitely get your low back, glutes, and hamstrings working. Get the squats feeling light. I think going up to, I went to 395. Coming back down to 315, that felt really good. I actually started to feel better in my squats as the workout progressed. My first 2 sets felt hard, and then sets 3, 4, and 5, the squat actually felt easier in the first 2 sets. So I think I could do more touch and go on the dumbbells. I would just have to like really mitigate getting my heart rate up. So I don't think it hurts that much more, and it's so much faster if you can touch and go it. Maybe not every set, but like maybe starting off with a big set or something, like a set of 8 every set would be smart. That'd be fun to play around with. So yeah, well, there we have it, the new standard. I'd love to see some other people out there do it. Give us times if you do it. Give us what you scale to if you scale. Even starting out with 3 rounds, maybe, you know, and then slowly progressing to 5 rounds, something like that. So fun workout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. The new space is coming along. We got our turf delivered today. We have the rubber that's been here. We're getting it put in soon. So I think we'll actually probably video that getting put down, maybe a time lapse of some sort, and then actually putting the gym back together. So this will be fun, and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. I cannot wait. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe to the thing. And as always, don't forget to pay the man.